Hello, and welcome back to Mr. Anderson Plays Virtue's Last Reward. Last time we went into the panty place, or pantry, as it is supposed to be called, and Vi told us that we looked like we've done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22. I wonder what she meant by that. As far as we know, Sigma is a 22-year-old fertile male. He said that so himself when he was talking about the other ladies and being stuck in there for the next, eternity. Oh, give me a break, you little punk. Don't call me that. Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Wait a minute. He just glazes over that like nothing happened. He's not asking questions. There's no mirrors in this place, so he can't really take a look at himself. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon. Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now. How about water? There's a tank over there. Looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well. Is it safe? Is it safe? If anyone can tell me what that's from, what movie that's from, I'll give you 10 points. Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's okay. Made him drink it to make sure it was safe? I guess you could say that. So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous. No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so Oh, I almost forgot. What? I ate something else. Twice cooked pork. Like the story that Cooper told us, or Gollum told us? Oh, for God's sake, what the hell are you shouting about? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork. What is it? Well, that just reminded me of something. Reminded you of what? This might be hard to believe. Bullshit. Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. Alright. I explained how we'd found a room called the Gollum Bay on the other side of the green door, and had we met a robot named Gollum, who told us very interesting stories. Okay, when we look around the room. I see. So the Gollum guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. Yeah. So the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of... Yeah, right in the middle of... Could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China. Well, this was utterly pointless. Really? I don't think so. Please explain. Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words... Oh goody, someone to interrupt us while we're trying to get into something. Sigma, Phi, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. What's going on? Something bad. Something really bad. Well, come on, spill it. Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters. Is she dead? Is Alice dead? Wait a minute, did we find Quark yet? I'm so confused by the timeline that we're in right now. Because Alice usually gets infected right after we save Quark from killing himself, and we Soparol him down. Oh, it's a different murder weapon this time. What? No, this isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops. Your breath comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden, aligned weightlessness of a long fall, and just for a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you're thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Yeah, I don't like flying. I really don't like flying. Last time we went flying, we were coming back from Florida in one of those little puddle jumpers, about to land in Philadelphia. And we banked hard to the right, and I could look out my window and just see nothing but ground below me. It was terrifying. I was going like, hoo-wah! The Al Pacino, hoo-wah! I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaky hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to make 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Someone murdered one of my heroines. We found her first. Me? I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. She's still warm. I always make that joke, I'm sorry. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it. Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime. Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here. How do you know she was murdered? What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or suicide to you? How do you know the weapon was a knife? What? All you can see from here is the handle. Well, I mean, it's easy to assume it's a knife. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or something, some kind of tool. Well, I guess that's true. Well, Dio didn't kill her, we know that. She killed herself. But, I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? Well, actually, all the other times there was blood going up her arms. This time there's only blood on her chest. Well, who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? It's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person that you should be looking at. Who was the last person to see her? It was Clover, who was inspecting the AB room, one of the sides of the AB room. And now we'll never know. I need to go tell Alice. Alice, you guys go on ahead. Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. Clover, I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. Alice, I can't forgive them for that. I'm gonna get revenge. I'll find out who killed you, and I'll... Hey, Clover? Shut up. Don't you talk to me. Okay, yeah, I think we've been down this road before. Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room. Wait, Clover, come back. Temujin took off in pursuit and made to follow in. It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll just be as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now. You seem pretty calm. Did you do it? Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none. Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, so why would we want to kill her? Well, there is some people in this room that would have a motive, you are correct. But only if the murderer had a motive beyond, well, murder. What do you mean? Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. Dio killed the old woman. There is every reason to think that the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire Nonary game is just a window dressing. Perhaps the only reason why we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation. Why wouldn't he just do that quickly? I mean, he could have killed us at any point. Why would anyone do such a horrible thing? Presumably because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed. Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere. No. Well, why not? There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really think he'd just let something like that slide. But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do? Maybe, but Zero Senior had a body. Do you think they'd really let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people? Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior? Not possible. At least not so as long as we assumed Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear, that the real Zero was one of us. I think the real Zero is Sigma. I thought about what Case had said. If the killer was Zero Sr., then who could be the killer? It's Dio. Well, Dio didn't kill Alice, but he did kill the old woman. Kane. Kurashiki. Dio. Luna. Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenmiyuji. Vi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Vi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmiyuji. Where had Quark gone? Well, guys, the AB games are about to close. 10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. Yep. Well, in this portion of the game, we just vote Ally the entire time. Apparently, Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point. What do you mean? We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us. So, should we disobey the rules? As such, I recommend we follow them. The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. I had some time. It'd only take about 2 minutes. That would leave me 8 minutes to get back to the AB games room and vote. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire on my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. So you're saying that Alice is a regret? I mean, you should have told her to put on the doctor's uniform. She was offering right there, dude. Hey look, 2 of the AB gates are closed already. Perhaps Tenmiyuji and Clover. Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him? As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay. Sharing their destiny, huh? Maybe Clover told Tenmiyuji something that we need to know. And what was over here by the AB gates? Pretty much. That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it. Yeah, I know. Good luck for you, huh, Luna? Yeah. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now. Stop that, Dio. I love the look in her eyes. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him. Really? Oh, this is interesting. If one of you guys pick Betray, we're gonna get a show. Dio. Ignore him. How do you and Fi plan to vote? You even gotta ask? Ally, of course. Right, Fi? I don't know about that. It's a difficult question. What? Well, if we choose Ally and Kay choose the opposite, then we'll have 9 BP. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points. So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me. You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, there'll only be 2 of you in that room. I have no doubt that you could overpower 5 if you had the desire to. Give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve. Yeah, I think you would. What? This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same. That seems pretty negative for you, Luna. I'm sorry. Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion, and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game. But Fi, maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the Nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore though. Oh, you mean Alice? Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape. Then what are you going to do? Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way. How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that you'll choose ally as well. Would you do it if I can give you that guarantee? Well, yes, I suppose. You promise? Yes. Good. Let's do this. Dio? Huh? There's someone behind you. What? The moment Dio turned his head, fire was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate. Oh, this is something we haven't seen. Sucker. What the fuck? He fell for the oldest trick. You bitch. God damn it, Vi. Open this fucking door. Nope. He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again. Fuck. He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one. Oh, what happens now? Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partners. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms. What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote? Nothing. Gah. This is bullshit. I see. This is how Phi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Phi will choose ally just went way up. After all, if you pick ally, and she betrays you, then Dio will have 9 points. Exactly. But don't you think Phi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Phi is going to choose ally, then you needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally. 2 minutes remain until polling closes. We don't have much time left. Let's go. Right. Okay. Sigma? You're going to choose ally, right? Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape, so I have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense? I see. Huh? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose ally. Right, I will. However, I will choose ally because you are my waifu. She is my official waifu of this game. 30 seconds remain until polling closes. Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there really isn't any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick ally. But what if she was lying to me? Nah, I don't think she is. She's kind of tender-hearted, unless that's how she wants to come up. I would have chosen ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him. 10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. I really don't want to betray that trust, especially if you want everyone to go ally. Alright. Ally. Oh, Luna. Oh, sweet waifu. Please don't let me down. Yep. Round 2 has been completed. This is where Alice picks betray. Let's see what happens. Here are the results. Alright, Temmie Eugene Quark. Wow. Ally, ally. Ally, nice. Nice. Good job. So we have 7, 8. Okay. So Quark's actually at 9. Points have been assigned. Thank you, Sigma. No need to thank me. I just did what I promised to do. Anyway, thank you too. It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. What is with this right here? Like, what is she doing? That's sweet, so I don't care. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch. Yes, it is. I hope we'll get paired up. Get to pair up in the next round too. Because I'll choose ally. Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust. If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way. Well, hold on there. Why would you suddenly choose betray? I've already chosen ally twice. You're right. So let's choose ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good? Oh, that was okay. That was Sigma. I was doing like a sultry voice for Sigma. Okay, come on. Why do you look so sad? Well, it's just there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that. Oh, you mean Alice? Oh, yes. We still haven't found Quark either, huh? That too. Still, Quark's PP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1. I think this is the first time that's happened. This early, at least. Why'd you do that? What did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying? No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me. I did. Look where it got me. How could you do that? You're such a jerk. How could I betray you after that? And then you... I'm sorry. Are you Zero? What? No. Of course I'm not Zero. Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about all that stuff? I told you Don't lie to me. I'm not lying. Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way. Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved in all this that I shouldn't have. Like Quark? You mean Quark? Yeah. You did this to Quark's BP. You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9. Yes. But you've only got 4 points. I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare. Hey, where do you think you're going? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark. Hey, wait. Temuchi didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short. Oh. She spun her heel and headed off toward the cyan door instead. I wonder what Temuchi told Clover. What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore. Yeah, I know. But then she chooses ally. Temuchi must have said something to her before the last round started. But what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose ally too? Yes, I did. If I put herself in a situation where choosing betray would be unwise. Where is Dio? We haven't seen him since the doors closed. If she had chosen betray, Dio would have 9 point BP now. I included that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than the desire to protect herself with betray. So I voted accordingly. That was her guarantee? Yes. Then why didn't you choose betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now. It's because you promised, right? Yes, that too, I suppose. There was another reason? Yes. What was it? It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection. What do you mean by that? Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Phi was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, and I could call it I have an itchy ear. 1 second. Ah, that felt good. Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit. Phi. Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. I don't remember doing that. Oh god, is having a connection with someone now considered rape too? Oh, you have to get consent to feel connections to someone. Oh, my brain hurts. It's like eating ice cream or slurping a Slurpee too fast. You're acting like we're pals or something. It kind of skews me out, to be honest. What the hell, man? How he did you a favor, now you're gonna give him shit for it? You chose ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him? Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard. What? Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind. What are you getting at? Well, I'm just thinking maybe you felt some kind of connection with him too. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't seen? You tell me. Shut up. If we could change the subject, where did Dio go? Yeah, that's a good question. He must have been here for the results. Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and left through the yellow door. So where did he go? Suddenly, the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut. The ambidex gates have closed. Yep, star keys. There's a set limit. There's no set limit on usage of star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them. As many times as we want, huh? Then that means, as long as you have the star keys, you can play the AV game as many times as you want. You probably won't be allowed to play continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and the polling ends. Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long. So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so. That's right. Remember what Zero's Jr. said? As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a magenta pair. Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess. What is that supposed to mean? I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna? I'm a solo, but I'm green. Wait, green? Yes. Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors for the first game red, green, and blue? We were supposed to use those colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right? Yes, that's right. Then the next round, we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets. We opened the red, green, and blue doors, right? Yes. But this time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, but also green solo. What colors are we supposed to open? Let me guess, white doors? Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions. That means Dio, Temmie, Eugene, Clover, and Quark. We'll need to check Alice's bracelets too. Anyone could just pick it up now. Oh gosh. I will try and find the remaining people in the bracelets. Quark will be my first priority. I will come with you. Very well. She's got her thing for robot dudes. I'll go check on Alice's bracelets then. Don't forget to, retrieve it. Well, we'll likely need to get through the chromatic doors. Right. Sigma, can you come with me? Wait, what? Okay, let's go. I'm going to have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it. Yeah, I would feel sick just thinking about Phi too. Shouldn't we decide on the time to meet up, just in case? Let's see, when do the doors open? We still got quite a while. An hour and 21 minutes. You know, if we were an old man, why do all the ladies want to show me their, like, you know, bikinis and them in, like, nurse outfits and stuff like that? I don't get it. An hour and 21 minutes. Then take half of that. What do you say we all meet and be back here in 40 minutes? Sounds good. Maybe they just got a thing for older men. Or maybe I'm just not that bad looking of an old guy. Kay and Luna step through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you? Maybe. Maybe. But if he is, then Luna's in danger. Maybe. Damn it, Phi. You're not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her. Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him. A gut feeling, huh? Sure, you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend. I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure. That's not it. Are you sure? Yeah. You know that if you feel a connection with someone, it's not necessarily a sexual connection? Right, Phi? Have you considered that it might be Luna? No, that's not possible. Why not? Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the 2 of us. All she would have to do is convince us to vote ally, and she could have killed Alice easily. She would have just had to pick betray. Exactly. But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen an ally. The only way to get an ally vote for you, from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio. So what, you're saying Luna's the killer? No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I didn't think we need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check on Alice's bracelet. Why didn't we take it with us? Because Dio probably took it. We make such stupid decisions in this game. Dio probably took it. He probably left and took it. Didn't they say he went through the yellow door? Clover. Hey, come on, don't run away. Run away? Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us. I wasn't running away, though. I just don't want to talk to you. Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Do you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure out that unless you talk to people. I don't need to. Why not? I already figured out who did it. Who was it? I can't tell you. Why not? You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it. Oh, come on. Of course we're not. Forget about it. There's no point. It doesn't matter what you tell her. She's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was? I noticed something. What was that? Alice figured it out too, before she... What was it? Why don't you figure it out yourself? Anyway, I gotta go. Hey, wait, Clover. What did she figure out? Was it something at the AB gates? Well, there she goes. Ah, shit. What's wrong? I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now. Oh, really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pair. You saw it? Yeah, snuck a peek at it while she ran by. Looks like Alice is a blue solo. Oh, the bracelet's still here. She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor. I'll hold on to this. Are the bombs planted? Maybe Dio is planning the bombs right now? Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed. You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening? Fine. What did Alice notice? Vi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. I don't blame her. What are you doing? I'm investigating. What are you investigating? What's it look like? I'm investigating. I'm looking for clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh, found something already. Have a look. Vi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained with reddish brown. Is that blood? Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on here since she died, before she died. If it's not hers, then whose blood is it? The old lady? Maybe. Do you think Alice killed her? Who knows? She could have just found it this somewhere for all we know. Or the murderer, wiping his hands after killing Alice, just left the cloth there. And you think she figured out something from this handkerchief? Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. Why can't we just use Adam to analyze the blood? That would tell us the blood type. And then we could compare the blood type of the rag to everyone else. And that would basically narrow down our results. Our possibility, sorry. So, Tommy moved on. We need to figure out what Temiyuji and Dio's bracelets have changed to. And we need to find Quark. Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Temiyuji, Quark, and Clover went. We should be able to get to the room Temiyuji, Quark, and Clover went to that way. Sounds good. And time to waste a little bit more time. Walking around aimlessly. I'm trying to remember what evidence we found in this timeline. Did we find the paper that said Radical 6 or not? Did anyone even go into the lounge? No, it wasn't the lounge. Radical 6 was in the infirmary. Right? We would have had to gone into the infirmary. So I think that's where the old woman is. And we're going into the rec room right now. I believe, right? It says rec room. This is the only door that's unlocked. Yeah. So this is where Tamiyuchi's team went. Is there anyone in there? Go and open it, alright? How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking for permission, okay? That's the same way I feel. Thank you, Fi. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of breath. Just open the friggin' door. Stop doing countdowns. It's really annoying. At least the luminol's in here. Tamiyuchi. I'm guessing for your face that Quark is still missing. No sign of him, huh? Happy? What? I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing. No, of course not. Why would I be? Then does it hurt? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? Didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong? Am I right? Sorry. Tamiyuchi, what's going on here? That doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but... And just how the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll... Tamiyuchi. It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here. Did you say brought? Yes. Zero made me an offer. Wait a minute. I thought you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us. You mean you came here voluntarily? Hey, answer me. What the hell is going on here? Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Huh? Why? Please just do it. He's looking for blood. Fi and I looked at one another. He's got the luminol. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. Then suddenly... Yeah, the only time you would be really suspicious is if you had something to hide. And where have we seen that recently in the past couple of years? I'll give you a hint. It wears a wig and it's orange. Yeah. In the blink of an eye, Tamiyuchi had pulled some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both of our wrists with it. Hey, what the hell, man? Calm down. It's not going to hurt you. Is this some kind of chemical? Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room. He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch. Good work. It's dark now. Show me your bracelets again. That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it? Yeah, how'd you figure that out? I guess when you turned off the light. Isn't that stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and other stuff? Like what? Jizz? Yeah. Why did you spray us? Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. What? Neither one of you is Zero Senior. Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol? Yep. Someone mind explaining this to me? Well, you know as much as I do. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing. Hey, Tamiyuchi. Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark. No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. 1 second, I got a cough coming. Alright, I'm back. You dropped the real bomb back there, and I'm not just to ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here? I can't tell you. Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right? Yeah. Then why? You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know, and then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you. Put yourself in my shoes. I looked him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room. Saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Hey, can I ask you a question? It won't do any good. What color underwear are you wearing? She's probably wearing, I'm gonna guess, black. Whatever. Whatever you know. I don't know anything about it. No, it's not about what just happened. Yeah, then what is it? Oh, I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red solo. I had to look while he was talking. Oh, good job. That, wasn't what I wanted to ask either. Well, what is it then? When he sprayed us. You screamed, didn't you? No. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh? Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get moving. Move. You're so pushy. Yeah. Yeah. She's cute when she's angry. Through some doors again. At least this is all new stuff. It looks like another warehouse. I guess there's one on this floor too. Makes sense, I guess, as much as when I saw the map. And we're in the white doors. What's that over there? Oh, she might be able to decipher this. I think she was the one that deciphered the one on floor A too. Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A too, remember? Yeah, there was, but never mind that. There's someone else here. Is that Dio? Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to. Oh, Dio. How come every person and stuff is named Dio that's a bad guy? What are you doing here, Dio? Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? Seeing where life takes me. You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark. Why would I? Do you even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figured, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids in this case, I guess. You'd figured he'd be freaking out a little bit more since Quark does have 9 BP, and that he would want to find Quark. So he doesn't escape and leave Dio behind. If we woke him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens and it's all over. We stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long. The rest of our lives? Yeah, did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember? Yep, only opens once. Once it happens, it's all over. If you're not careful, you'll get stuck. Sorry, I'm just paraphrasing. Closed for good, huh? I had to admit, I'd kind of forgotten that detail, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Hell, that might not even be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip. So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her? What? Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stun earlier. We're damn lucky Kay chose Ally. If he hadn't, you'd be hanging from that crane right now. Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you have to do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick Ally. You talk as I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two. Why not? Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you. How do you know our colors? Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Tamuji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are. Was Kay by himself? Yeah. What about Luna? Luna? Haven't seen her. Where is Luna? I see. Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blue solo. That's Alice's bracelets. But how did you know that? Oh, come on. Are you really that thick? Nah, Fi's not that thick. She's kind of petite. Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors. So the next color is white? Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I get it. Since the designer of this game thought we were really stupid, they have to explain every little thing. U and K are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that, it becomes white. Exactly. You get magenta by adding red and blue together, and then adding green that gives you white. So that means Phi and I would need to pair up with green solo, which is Luna. Right, that means the other three would be in the same team as before. Temiyuji, Clover, and Quark. We know that Temiyuji's a red solo and Clover is a cyan pair, so that would... The only one left is the other cyan pair, so we can assume that's what Quark is. Could there be any other combinations? No, there's only one option this time. All you gotta do is wait for those white doors to open. So we're paired with Luna again? Nice. We only got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everybody else. We should get back to floor A. Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass. Nobody invited you anyway. Come on, Phi. Right. On my way. He's a big stinky head. I hope he dies. This is tedious. As much as I enjoy this series of games, it is a little tedious. I'm gonna have to say that. The whole replaying of everything over and over again, it's just grinding. So I think I've said this before, but after this game, I'm gonna switch to another game and then revisit the last of the series. Huh? Something up? Why did you just stop? Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun? Yeah. It reminded me of something we saw earlier. What do you mean? Remember the graffiti on floor B? Do you remember what it said? Yeah, Memento Mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Memento Mori. Do you know what that means? It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. So remember death if the ninth lion ate the sun, or beware of death if the ninth lion ate the sun. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your mortality. What about the other part? Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lion ate the sun. I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. No, it's not nonsense. Nonsense. I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in the sentence. Yeah. Do you notice anything strange about that graffiti? Apart from the fact that it made no sense? Not really. Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong. The ninth. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. Well, maybe it wasn't spelled wrong. Whoever the ninth person in the room is. It should be ninth, but the graffiti had nineth. Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in there. Exactly. That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it? Maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. I'm not following. Maybe Zero put an E in there on purpose. But why? Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise? Okay, I see what she's gonna say. What? Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's gotta be significant. Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh? Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We have to get back. We gotta get back. We should get moving. Right. I sort of feel like we're in like a LARP, where like you got your own little clique, and like everyone's trying to figure out something, you know, and everybody like really wants to feel important, but really in that one clique, there's pretty much like 1 or 2 people that are important, the rest are just not. And you just walk around, nothing happens, you come back, you share information, then you walk around again. Huh? Kay and Luna aren't here. Astute observation. What should we do? What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident. Yeah, guess you've got a point. Hey, where are you going? I just want to check something really quick. Check what? I know what she wants to check over here. The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? What's right there? She was kneeling down looking at something on the ground. Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Blood. Find something? Isn't this blood? Ah, nice work there, Sigma. I don't need you to pat me on the back. Makes me feel stupid or something. The truth hurts. Vi's a cunt. So? But I do recognize with her, she's a close waifu. But after all, I don't need to pick waifus. They are all my harem. Oh my god. I suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at the metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift our cargo containers. So what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. I'm confused. Just tell me what you found. I noticed something. Oh yeah? What, pray tell, was that? The same thing Clover and Alice noticed. This arc. Can't you just tell me? Look at number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has the blood on it. What's the first thing you think when you hear blood? Vampires? Yeah, this whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on. This is no time to be screwing around. I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what? Alice was looking at the handkerchief. Right. What do you think was going through her mind? Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines. And? Dio, did this belong to the old woman? It must have. And? But if it did, then who put it there? Or wait, maybe someone dropped it. Or they could have thrown it here. And? You want more? You're almost there. How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that? Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here? Well, I imagine it was here from the start. Wait, when's the start? You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch of the roof. The first thing we did after we got out is met everyone except for Clover and Kay. Was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief here then. There wasn't. Wait, finally figured it out, huh? No, I don't follow. Oh, okay, so these used to be closer. They were moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, they were moved. No way. The AB room moved? Yeah, the crane's been moving them. Wasn't it that crane? Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room? The body of the old woman. And who was trapped in there when the Nonary game started? Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, though, so... Luna. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. I don't really think Luna would have killed her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began 2 milkmen. What do you think this is? Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood? That's a lot of blood. What, like, is there like 8 quarts of human blood, like blood in the body? It seems like it. So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. But I thought Dio killed the old woman. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief? This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. Yeah, it looks like a knife. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with his handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out. That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief. That seems pretty likely. That she could have killed herself. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know. Yeah, it's a mystery, all right. For example, why did Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's almost worth noting that Zero's Jr. seems to have let all this slide. It could have been the room to the left, too, that they came out of. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders, and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero's Sr.? Even if she was, though. I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder. He wasn't supposed to be in here, but if Luna is Zero Sr., couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon here? She had to have known that they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate the crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms all the way till we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door, investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have moved. Of course. What's the point of moving the rooms at all? Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. We're her alibi. Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point. Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight. You're going to make me repeat myself? I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was. Which would mean that Clover probably does too. Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed? Right. No, I don't think Luna's the killer. In fact, we already know who killed the old lady. Hey, Fi. I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. 20 minutes. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here. You're right. Where could they have gone? Sigma. Fi. There you are. Kay. I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna is dead. What? Who killed Luna? When did that happen? She did go missing for a while. We hadn't seen her in some time. I'm sure Kay will elaborate, but that will have to wait until next time. I hope you guys are enjoying. I sure am. If you are, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, because it makes me feel good. And make sure you have a good night. Good night. I'm very upset that 2 of my harem is dead. That only leaves Clover and Fi. Sadness. It's always a shame to see my harem dwindle. But I hope you guys have a good night. Good night.